Have you ever been so impacted by something that it leaves no doubt as to what helped shape you? Welcome to The Blind Impact, a podcast where we talk about and uncover those moments. Some funny, some sad, but it's not always tragic. I hope you'll stay for a while.
Now you're doing a podcast with Francis.
Hey Alex, are you on?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Roger Dodger.
Alex, how are you doing today?
Blessed by the best.
Oh, blessed by the best.
How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty. I'm doing awesome.
Yeah.
So Alex, can you give us a little bit about yourself? Tell us maybe we know your name's Alex, but is there anything you want to share with us about some things you might have accomplished in your life, in your very short life? Anything you want to tell us?
Yeah,
Surprises?
definitely.
Okay.
I would love to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm 30 years old. I'm I'm from California, but really I was raised here in Texas
Okay.
because we moved back here back in 2007.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely. I have my CDL. I got my CDL right when I turned 21.
Oh wow.
There was a company I worked for that they had a program, and
Okay.
I definitely jumped on it. But yeah, definitely had my CDL. I got my high school diploma.
Okay.
I graduated. I was the first one to graduate in my family.
Okay. Out
I
of
had
how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 other sisters.
Okay.
Just 3 sisters. I'm the only man.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good.
I'm,
That's
I'm,
solid.
I'm the special kid.
You are the special kid. The special kid. It's
Right,
good.
right. Nah, yeah. That I could definitely say that I'm spoiled. By my mom.
Oh.
Definitely.
Oh.
So like, say if she's cooking something up in the kitchen,
Uh-huh.
she always makes sure I have my plate first before anybody else.
But you know what though? That can be looked at as spoiled, but that's definitely something that is so traditional.
Yeah.
It is a very traditional thing, and I'm speaking like out of my own culture for sure. Like the men get served first.
Right,
It's
right.
just what happens, and I know, and that Hispanic culture, it's the same thing basically. You don't think about it; it just happens.
I see.
You're like, so I'm not really spoiled.
Oh, okay. Hey, but let's go ahead and paint the picture that I am spoiled. Okay. How about that?
Okay, we can definitely go with that. You're spoiled. You're spoiled.
Thank you.
I mean, especially it would wouldn't be a hard thing to do for your mom. Being the only boy, and then you got the sisters.
Right.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so Alex, you're spoiled. You're 30. You're from what part of California?
I was born in San Bernardino, California.
Okay.
Born in San Bernardino, California, and but really, I don't remember too much of it
Okay.
since we only lived there for a little bit. But I do remember living in
Oh.
Corona, and Moreno Valley, Paris area. Because I remember in Corona, I was a little bit younger,
Okay.
but I remember having we're living in apartments, always riding bicycles outside, always having fun, you know. And then when we moved to Paris, California,
Uh-huh.
I was a little bit older. I was probably like in fourth grade, and I still remember playing outside and stuff and everything.
That's so much fun. And I mean, considering how beautiful it is today out here, I can imagine. I can see you riding your bike, just right with your helmet on.
No knee pads, okay?
No knee pads. Oh man. Okay, so you didn't have knee pads?
No, I couldn't afford them. But I did have the helmet though. My mom bought me a helmet at Ross, I believe.
Oh, Ross. I can't tell you when the last time I've been to a Ross. Ross is a great store. It's a great retailer. Um. Anyways, okay, yeah. So okay, cool. So Ross. So no helmets, knee pads, sunshine in
Right,
Corona,
right.
California, or Paris.
Paris.
Paris. Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So Alex, what is your story today? What are you gonna be talking about?
Man, well, we all go through storms.
Sure.
We all go through storms, but sometimes the storm isn't there. The storm doesn't last a long time, but
Mhm.
sometimes that storm is there to clear the path.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I have a great story,
Okay.
and I'm still living it, and I'm just trying to see the bright side of it.
Sure.
And it's always a blessing when you get to open your two gifts in the morning as it is already. And let me see where I can start off at. Well, let me go ahead and
From the beginning?
from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I have a wife. I have well, she really is. We're not even married no more. We're going through a little separation. But she was awesome while it lasted. I have three amazing kids with her. But let me go ahead and start from the beginning. I got my CD. Well, I met her at a party, right? And
Okay.
we partied it up.
Okay.
When we were younger, we ended up getting having our first kid. She's about to be 11 in May,
Wow.
and we she always pushed me to do my best, and I would always thrive to do better in life. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I was sometimes that's why I ended up getting my CDL, and keep pushing life, since I didn't really see myself doing anything else.
Okay.
But anytime I always put myself to do something, I always did the best of it.
Okay.
And yeah, I got my CDL. We I got my CDL, and I've been driving for about 9 years already.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And I had a great job back in the day, but unfortunately, I did have an incident,
Okay.
and I ended up rolling the truck, probably like about 2 years ago. I ended up rolling the truck, but it wasn't. I I can say it wasn't my fault, but it wasn't due to the fact that the way the truck was loaded.
Okay.
I had all the weight on one side, so when I made this exit ramp,
Mm-hmm.
I felt the weight just push me down. Luckily, that's why I'm saying, you should be thankful when, because you
Absolutely.
should be thankful when you do wake up.
Mm-hmm.
When you should be thankful when you go to sleep at night under your roof on your bed, because you never know when it could be the last day,
Right.
right?
You don't know.
And luckily, luckily, I'm thankful that you know, uh, that happened, but I'm thankfully, that I walked out good.
Yeah.
But like I said, sometimes that was in, I guess that was the rainfall from the storm that I'm going through.
Okay.
But the other thing too about it, so I used to make great money,
Mm-hmm.
spoil the wife. We would go to the bars, we would drink it up, we would get sections, we would get bottle service,
Mm.
and then we were living the life like, awesome. She wouldn't have to work, but then, she wanted to, you know, put in her work too. So, and my 10-year old, soon to be 11, she told me, "Hey, Dad, all you do is go to work, come home, and go to sleep. You don't even pay attention to us."
Oh.
You know. So I feel like that accident did happen for a reason. So one door could close, so
Mm-hmm.
another door could open. And luckily, I ended up finding another job, another
Okay.
trucking job.
Okay.
But the good part about it, that rollover, it didn't come on my record. It didn't
Oh.
pop up on my record,
Wow. That's good.
right?
That's really good.
Yeah, because I guess because it wasn't my fault, because it said the exit ramp said take it at 20 miles per hour,
Okay.
and on the black box of the truck, they caught me going 12 miles per hour.
What?
Yeah. So
So
it
then, yeah,
really,
they would be
yeah. So it really wasn't my fault.
right. Okay.
And check it out though. It was funny though, because it's like, check it out though. It's funny though, because it's like, it wasn't my fault, but yet they wanted to suspend me.
Mm.
The company suspended me for a whole year without driving, and I was gonna be sitting passenger, and that's why I was like,
Gosh.
that's why I was like, nah, I don't want to work for a
No.
company, and I worked so hard for you guys for the last 8 9 years
Yeah.
to sit passenger.
No.
Nah, I'll pass.
No.
And luckily, one of my good friends brought me on to another company, and
Okay.
I had a private interview and everything, and got the job right away. But like I said, good thing it didn't follow me under my record. They kind of just they brushed it like under the table type wise, since I didn't land on nobody and I didn't get nobody hurt, nothing.
Okay.
So that's why they put it probably underneath the table. They swept it underneath the rug.
There's always a way, isn't there? My
Yeah,
goodness.
definitely,
Jeez.
especially if you're a private company.
Right.
You know,
But I mean, the big takeaway is, you didn't get hurt and nobody else got hurt.
right?
I hate that happened to you, of course, but at least you were able to find some other type of work, well, similar work, maybe for a better company. Who knows?
Right.
But yeah, that's scary.
Ah, yeah, definitely. It's definitely an eye opener for sure. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
that life is, you know, life is too short. You know,
Short blink of an eye. Blink of an eye.
blink of an
So
eye.
so your wife, she wouldn't have to work. That's something you guys have already established. She's just stay at home, take care of the kids. You're gonna provide.
Right.
Okay.
So check it out though. She would tell me that she was going crazy at the house. Like
Mhm.
she was like, "Hey Alex, you know, you go you go interact with people. You know, you talk to people all the time. I'm here changing diapers in the four door. You know, around these four what's it called doors. You know, I mean
Four doors.
walls.
Okay, so four walls. You were in. She was in four walls.
Yeah, yeah. So she was kind of going crazy. She said, you know, like with the four walls and changing diapers and stuff. But she really wanted to help me out. And like I said, I had that accident there, and I didn't want to be there for a year sitting passenger side.
Okay.
So luckily, I had a good friend of mine. He brought me onto to that company
Mhm.
that I'm at right now, and no lie, like I feel good about it due to the fact that I actually have time. Time to myself. I actually have consecutive days off.
Mhm.
Actually, I make my schedule type deal. If I want to work long hours, I can. If I want to cut it short, I can too.
That's nice.
Right? And I feel like that's the beauty of it. But in in all reality, it came down to where she was like the money I was bringing in, it wasn't enough anymore. Like I guess she was used to that high life, that rich life, like bottle service. But
Mm.
I also you know, not to skip a couple things in this book of mine,
Okay.
but like I said, when I was working for the other company, I was making good money.
Okay.
Bottle service, going out
So what's
drinking.
good money? Like, can you give like a ballpark? Not specifics, just ballpark.
So I would gross out probably like about 2,800, 2,500 a week. Take home easily about 2 grand. 1,800.
Okay.
No, no less than 1,800 for sure. Take home after taxes. But I mean, like I said, I was overworked to
Mm.
where I was overworked to where I had a we had a problem. Well, actually, I did
Okay.
to where I had a like my getaway was drinking.
Mhm.
We would every Saturday night we would drink till we blacked out, or it was constantly drinking all the time. And I guess that was my getaway from work.
Mhm.
Like after working a long week of work, I would drink away. Just
Okay.
drink and it was fun at first, but after a while, it gets you grow out of it. You grow
Sure.
out of it.
Because you were quite young when this was happening.
No, yeah, definitely. I think I was probably like about 20, 24, 25.
Okay.
You know, like around there. So yeah, definitely. Like I said, it was my getaway. But we're just humans.
Sure.
And then another little thing I want to share with you guys. We're not all perfect. I feel like it had to do a lot to do with it, the drinking,
Okay.
that I ended up cheating on my wife. You know,
Okay.
well, not my wife yet. We were still just together. Yeah, we had kids and stuff, but she wasn't my wife yet.
Okay.
And I ended up cheating with her. And like I said, we're only human. We all make mistakes. And I ended up cheating on her with the friend of mine that we would hang out with. His wife and me. I guess yeah, like it was crazy story.
Okay. So it was his wife.
Yeah, it was my friend's wife that we would
Okay.
drink out that we would drink with.
Okay.
And honestly, like I feel bad due to the fact that I ruined their relationship. But then
Mm.
again, I ruined our relationship over here because
Your friendship.
yeah, our friendship, but then my relationship with my wife,
Well,
due to
yeah.
the fact that then like you can't like people sometimes don't get past that.
Okay.
Like even as long as you try, like you could buy whatever, you could buy a new car, you could buy a new house, have another kid. And I feel like if it still runs through your head, then you're never really truly forgave somebody.
Is that what you found yourself having to do? Was to buy a new home and have
Yeah,
more kids?
unfortunately,
Okay.
yeah, like you know, like I said, I cheated on her, and we moved forward, but I feel like she still had resentment to it, like she still hold it against me,
Okay.
to where like I did buy her a new car, I did get her a new house, we had another baby, and I feel like she never truly forgave me for what I did, and it's okay, like hey, now I know you can't buy stuff like that and make people forget memories,
No, you
like
can't. You can't. Now, can I ask you, was it the reason why you made these additional purchases and brought another life into the world? Is that something that she was asking you for? Is that what's going to help her to get over what happened?
how can I say it? Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it was, because when we had our old house, we would drink at that house,
Okay.
so maybe that's why she wanted a new one too,
Fresh start.
fresh start. But hey, not always, getting stuff, new things that don't always help,
No, they don't. They
they
don't.
don't.
So as you were buying these things for her, I'm sure they came kind of within certain time frames of one another, or maybe extended time frames. But did it seem to be helping?
Honestly, honestly, it did, but then it didn't,
Okay.
because like, we so basically, having these new stuff, you start living above your needs, like like I said, I didn't expect that rollover. So, I wasn't making the money I was used to making.
Okay.
But like I said, I was making some decent money.
Okay.
I'm not making some decent money, but like I feel like we ended up living above our needs. But I didn't expect that rollover, you know, and we did it. I feel like we did live above our needs after I ended up getting a different job,
Okay.
to where she was working. That's when she decided to work and help out and stuff. But I feel like us together, both of our incomes, we would make it. But then again, I feel like she always wanted newer stuff, and
Mm-hmm. But never enough.
yeah, it was never enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and but like I said, like life isn't about what you have. You can't take it with you at the end of the day.
No, you cannot.
And I've come to realize that like I felt like our home was back at our old little house. When we were coming up, that's when we actually had family time.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that though, I was also, like, I guess so much stress, so much, I ended up having like some health issues. I ended up having some health issues with me, to where like I started walking funny, and I wouldn't walk right. Like I didn't have no balance. Like I struggled to walk. And like, we took an oath when we got married, through sick and through poor,
Mm-hmm.
and to be honest, she was there for a minute, but then it felt like I feel like I bothered her due to the fact that I would walk funny, like I didn't have no balance. So like, and then, no lie, like it was kind of embarrassing when I would go out in public too,
Okay.
and she would be like, "Hey, walk right." And I was like, it's like I can't control it, So when I went to go get checked out with the doctor, the doctor told me I had restless leg syndrome, because my legs were constantly shaking and stuff. But they wanted me to go check out with a neurologist,
Mm-hmm.
and the neurologist said I could probably have a tumor in my head, in my brain, due to the fact that that's probably what's causing it, the way I walk with no balance. And I decided to search Google, and Google said,
Big mistake.
"I know, don't trust." I know.
Don't trust it.
Hey, don't always read it.
No.
Yeah. But definitely, I saw it, and then she would get mad when I would tell people, like, when people would ask me like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And I was like, and I would tell people like, "Hey, I could probably have a tumor in my head and stuff," you know. And she would be like, "Hey, stop telling people that you could have a tumor in your head." And I was like, "Yeah," like she's like, "It's not real," And I was like, "Well, I got a MRI scan on me
Mm-hmm.
through my brain. They didn't find nothing on the first MRI, so they did another MRI on my spine, because they thought it was probably my spine causing it. And then they didn't find nothing in my spine. So they did another MRI on my brain with different angles and stuff to
Mm-hmm.
check it out, and still nothing, And they went with a spinal tap to see if I was missing some fluids in my brain or stuff. They did a spinal tap, and I tell you, that was probably like the worst headache ever after they pulled out the liquids from my brain. Uh, but see, like it's funny how stuff happens. Like I got this job over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I have great insurance to where I didn't have to pay none of that. And because if I felt like at the other job, if I would have told them, you know,
Mm.
because if I would have told them what I was going through, I felt like they would have just let me go or something. Because let alone, yeah, after the rollover, you know, they said I was worthless and unvaluable to them since I was suspended from corporate from driving their equipment. And who do you like? That's how you know you're just a number to a
Jeez.
company
Yeah.
when
Oh
they
yeah. For sure.
when they just tell you that you're worthless and unvaluable. Like
For
really,
sure.
like I gave you guys, 9 years of my life. Yeah, you guys helped me get my CDL, but I gave you guys that many years of my life, and you guys want to tell me I'm worthless and unvaluable? Like, come on, really?
Yeah.
But see, like I said, when one door closes, another door opens, and luckily over here, they treat me right and stuff. But like I said, the insurance is great due to the fact that I didn't have to pay for none of those MRIs out of pocket. You know,
That's a blessing for
right?
sure.
Definitely, definitely. But I could tell you this, like you know, me and the wife,
Mm-hmm.
we did end up getting married, and stuff like that. But when you take an oath, saying through sick and through poorness and stuff, that's when you really know if they're really there for you through those times.
Absolutely. True colors.
And
True
definitely
colors.
that's when you know the mask is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So unfortunately, me and the like, I guess with our work schedules, and with all the bills we had, trying to provide for everything to, we would work opposite shifts to where we really,
Oh.
we didn't have time for each other.
Okay.
So I guess she felt like we grew apart instead of growing together. Like I said, I kind of regret it. We should have just stayed back at our old little house.
Hmm.
But
See, that's interesting that you say that because, like, you feel like with getting the new house, right? Like it created a new person, like a new relationship,
a new
but not for
start?
the not for the not for the for the good. It sounds like.
Nah, yeah, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't feel like for the good.
But do you feel like had you still cheated, stayed at the same house, do you feel like the outcome would have been any different?
Man, that's true too. Like when you put it like in that aspect.
I mean, what do you think?
Man, I feel like she.
Okay. I
No,
mean, I get it.
no,
I
it's just
get
hard
it.
to it's hard to you know it's hard to
Yeah,
answer.
right. And then you're not in her head either, right?
Right,
So you don't really know how it could have turned out. And I totally get that. But so here you are. She's not satisfied. She's upset with you because of what you've done, and now your work schedules are different, and so you feel like you've grown apart.
right.
Okay.
And like Kevin Gates says, you either grow together, or you grow apart.
I mean, yeah, couldn't be more
Right,
more true.
right. No, but what's it called? Nah, yeah, but definitely, you know, I really shoot. How can I say it? Like, yeah, I messed up, and I messed up even more by giving her things that I thought I was gonna be able to have. Like,
To
you
help
think
save
that,
it.
yeah, like you
Hmm.
think you're gonna be at a job for that long making that type of money, but sometimes stuff happens, to where you have to realize like, hey, you can't do that
Hmm.
that type of work, that type of job forever.
Right.
Yeah.
This is very true.
And like I said, you can't take all these materialistic things, with you at the end of the day. So all you really do get is memories.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's what I've learned. Like memories are the stuff that counts.
They really are, and you can
Right.
make as many of those, as you choose. Just find the time. So they can be good memories or bad memories. It's all up to how you choose to navigate through this life. And like you say, we all make mistakes. Things do happen.
Right.
Okay. I don't. I hope that you have found a way to be able to. I don't say forgive yourself because because but I hope that you have found a way to kind of deal with what happened and then the aftermath of it, right? So you're not just holding on to it so much.
Right. No, yeah, definitely.
do
Definitely.
do you feel like she's come to the point to where she's able to forgive you?
Man, it's just like I can't I can't erase the image of when she brought me to the when we were in the kitchen.
Okay.
I can't erase the image to where she was just kind of told me that she never truly forgave me for what I did, and that, like I said, like how she said it too, we just grew apart,
Mhm.
and I can't erase that image. So I'm gonna keep moving forward, you
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm still having some health issues and stuff, but I mean, I'm working on them.
Mhm.
And like you really see who's truly there for you,
Yeah.
through the bad times. And thankfully, I have an awesome friend, and I have my three sisters and an awesome mom.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's played the role of a father and a role of a mother.
See, she did it.
Right. But the fact that that the other thing too about it though, it's like she wanted to throw it in my face to where like she said it, I'm just like my father, because my
Oh.
dad, he cheated on my mom,
Okay.
and I guess that's why they ended up splitting up too. So she threw a big old rock right there,
Mhm.
saying that I'm just like my father. But yeah, check it out though. My my dad, he hasn't been there for us,
Okay.
but I'm not like that. Why? Because I'm actually there for my kids.
Yep. Yep. So that doesn't put you in the same category just because of a decision you made,
Right.
right?
Definitely.
But she didn't see it
She doesn't see it
obviously
like
as
that.
that. So you have you do you and your mom talk about your dad,
We
like
bring
how
them
what happened?
up here and there,
Okay.
in a couple conversations here and there. But
Sure.
it's like she said it too. She doesn't. She's moved past it.
Okay.
She feels like she's been blessed
Mhm.
due to the fact that she's been able to do it herself. You know.
Yeah. Well, which I mean, that's awesome. You can't. That's it's nothing but being blessed, because that's it's a hard road, And I mean, she's done it, and you're an adult at this point,
Right.
right? And so I mean, that's awesome. You can't complain, and I'm glad that she was able to do what she needed to do as a mom to be able to continue to raise y'all and not harbor like hate because
But
it's easy to do.
see, check it out though.
Yeah.
When my parents split,
Uh huh.
I ended up staying with my dad, due to the fact that I didn't want to lose my credits and go to a new school
Mhm.
either. Since they were all my friends from middle school to
Yeah.
high school. I
Yeah.
didn't want to lose that, and that's why I ended up staying with my dad. And it kind of regret it. I
Okay.
kind of regret it due to the fact that like I wasn't there with my mom. Like
Mhm.
she ended up moving with my sisters.
Okay.
She ended up moving with my sisters, and they had the little apartment. My dad had his little apartment, and it kind of it did suck though, because like the other day, me and my mom went out to eat, and I asked her like, "Hey, what's the best memory you have of us?" And she honestly couldn't answer it. Like she's
Mhm.
like, "I only have memories of you being a child." And she couldn't answer it due to the fact that because I wasn't there for her while I was a kid, and it kind of sucks that I wasn't there for her still as an adult due to the fact that I would go visit her once a month or maybe 15, every like maybe every other weekend type deal here and there due to the fact that I had my family.
Mhm.
and she honestly couldn't answer the question, and it sucks, you know. But hey, you know, I feel like God always, you know, he does everything for a reason,
He does.
and I honestly I feel like I'm there for a reason, you know, and I could just laugh and smile about it right now, but
Yeah.
yeah, so it's never too late to not.
The best memories, right? And so, like I said, like your mom's been there. It's been a solid rock for you. So now you get to return that favor, right? And be there for her and do all that you can do for her because you do only get one mom.
You ain't lying.
One mom.
You're not lying.
So you just have to just remember that capitalize, like, don't, it's not doom and gloom, right? Because now you've had an opportunity to turn that corner and things are looking up for you. Just make your mom like your best friend.
Right.
I mean, I guess that's okay to say as a man. I don't know. I don't know like what the code for that is, but
No,
you
yeah,
can.
definitely.
Yeah,
Hey, no, but it's like the awesome part about it that I could ask her for advice and she gives it to me.
sure.
But then again, you know, she tells me if I'm messing up too, though. You know,
Hmm.
she'll definitely tell me that too.
She should. That she should
Right,
slap
right.
you around a little bit,
Yeah,
which
throw me the chancla.
yeah, which she probably did do when she found out about
About
you.
right.
I would have been throwing all sorts of shoes,
But
but but I
man,
mean that's awesome. That's awesome that you had a relationship with your mom and and your kids.
right.
So do you feel like at this point how everything's working out is just kind of where you would like to see it?
In what aspect though?
Well, as far as I think like maybe finding love again, is it too
You,
soon?
to be honest, Francis,
Hmm.
like right now I'm learning to put myself first.
Okay.
You truly only get one life.
Right.
So I feel like me, I never actually put myself first. Why? Because I was young.
Hmm.
We had kids. It was always the wife. Making sure she was good, making my sure the kids were good. So I never actually truly bought stuff for myself. I never truly, put myself first from growing up.
Okay.
It was always them first, and I feel like you know, I feel I feel like that's what I need. To learn how to put myself first and love myself first. And that's what I'm doing, and I feel good about it.
I sense the happiness there about that about that, which
Is that
which
why?
is awesome.
No,
Uh,
is that why I'm always smiling?
that's probably why you are always smiling, which is that's an amazing thing, though. Just to be able to still find happiness despite everything that you're dealing with, and knowing that there's something positive on the other end of it all.
Right. Yeah,
It's just a
definitely.
journey.
No, hey, hey, we're writing a book. A
You
couple
are.
of a couple of pages we could, mess up on them, but it doesn't destroy the whole book,
It
right?
does not destroy the whole book. A couple of pages at a time. And that's what you, and maybe with a pencil instead of a pen, right? So you
Right.
can make some of those.
Erases.
Erase some of those mistakes in there. But with everything that's going on currently, is it safe to say that you are happy? Like you do feel happy?
Yeah. Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. I am truly happy. Why? Because like my health. I'm putting my health first.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to live a good long life, my health comes first. So, and especially if I want to see my kids grow up,
Sure. Sure.
right? So, definitely working on my health
Yeah.
is a good thing. So check it out though. They didn't find no tumor,
That's good.
so that's the best part.
Yeah.
But I am doing a physical therapy.
Okay.
I'm doing physical therapy, and no lie, it's actually been helping me out a lot, walking wise.
Okay.
But here soon, I'm gonna be doing physical therapy with a specialist that's gonna
Hmm.
help me reprogram my brain to my walking. Just like
Wow.
I asked the physical therapist, hey, like, is this gonna help me? And he said, yeah, just like how there's doctors, there's that specialize in stuff. There's physical therapists that specialize in other things too.
Right.
So I'm excited to do that. But I'm just I'm just excited just to work on myself, But I have a like I have a I don't know. I just wake up with a smile all the time, knowing that I'm blessed
Yeah.
that I didn't have that.
Mhm. Yep. And then there's room for improvement. Like, there's a we got somebody that you'll be working with soon enough, and they'll be able to help you to take care of that. And then, you do still have your kids, and you working on relationships beyond that,
Right.
which is important. And are you can you answer this question? And if not, it's fine. But do you feel like it's productive for you and your children's mom to co-parent?
See, it's just yeah, like it's okay, if we could co-parent, but man, like we still fight each other.
Okay.
Like not fight each other, but like just talk back to each other to where. But it's like let's not do it in front of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just human.
Yeah.
She does say things. But I've been I've always been that type of person. To where I would always do what she said.
Okay.
Like she would say jump, I would jump. And honestly, like I'm I've been growing out of that. Growing out of that shell, growing. Standing up for myself. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I'm putting myself first. And I've been growing out of that shell to where I talk back to her like she tells me, "Are you not gonna come and get the kids?" I'll get there when I get there,
Yeah.
but like I'm busy,
Well.
you know, like stuff like that. It's just but I know my kids, you know.
I know my kids. I wonder. I'm curious to know, like, what is it? What is it that made you feel like you couldn't? Um, like, I guess, like, you use the term or the phrase "stand up to her." Like, what is it that made you feel like you couldn't
I guess
before?
I don't know. I guess I couldn't answer it really, but it's just you could only take so much.
Okay.
There's only so much water a
Yeah.
cup could hold, till it
Sure.
starts leaking out.
Yeah.
You know?
Like her responses would be wrong, or just you
Yeah,
didn't want to
like
hear it.
like for some reason now that I talk to her, like the way she answers me,
Mm-hmm.
it bothers me. It's
Okay.
like she answered me with a like an attitude to where it's like, why do you have to answer me like that? Like if we're trying to both be respectful to
Yep.
each other, like don't yell, don't just talk to me normal,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But it's just like I said, there's only so much water a cup could hold.
Yeah. You're not a punching bag.
True, true.
You're not. So I want you to make sure that you know that, and not nobody deserves to be disrespected in any way,
Right,
right? And if y'all are to co-parent, I think productively, then she would have to probably figure out a little bit better way to address you. And then if she's not, then maybe you have to kind of say, not I don't like that, but you may have to maybe like be on the same level, right? But not disrespectful, but just speak
right.
your piece.
Nah, yeah, definitely. And
Speak your
I feel
piece.
and I feel like that's what I've been doing.
Oh yeah, okay,
That's why I feel like I've been doing that honestly.
that's good. Do you feel like more free, like that you do that, or it doesn't really register?
Nah, yeah, I actually, yeah, I do feel more free when I do,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But it's
Oh.
like before I felt so controlled, like I couldn't do like okay after the incident, what I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like so controlled to where like I couldn't be myself. I couldn't be myself around. I had to always, oh hey, can I wear this, or hey, yes, yes
Mm.
ma'am, no man, type stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay.
And it kind of like life isn't like that. Especially like I feel like you shouldn't feel controlled in a relationship wise.
No.
Like you should be able to express yourself, talk do what you want to do type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I remember like at work one time one of the managers, the supervisors, was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, do you have to call your wife and ask her if you could stay?" See,
Oh.
and it's like that's how you know when you're feel like you're too controlled. Like when you
Mm-hmm.
do have to. Instead, like I've been instead. I feel like I should have been like, "Oh no, I could stick around."
Yeah,
Like speak
I'm
for myself.
going to stay. All right, I'll see you at home for dinner a little bit later on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And I guess she was. Did you see any like glimpses of that type of behavior or personality before the incident in her?
She's always, I guess she's always been like a strong blood. Like
Okay.
she's always had that strong, and that strong, like that strong blood. I guess, like always
Hmm.
type. But nah, yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm learning to put myself first, though.
Yeah,
You know,
you have
because
to.
right.
It's important. You only get one mom. You only get one you. Right. And that's not a selfish thing. That's not being selfish. That's just you finally realizing it, and you can probably learn to start appreciating yourself.
Right,
Nothing wrong with
definitely.
that. Not a crime, Dad. Okay.
Nah, yeah,
Not a
definitely,
crime.
definitely. No, but I
Wow.
mean, like, also, I feel like you know, I want to show my kids too that you know that you do only get one life, and
Right.
you gotta appreciate it, smile,
We do.
because I promise you, I'm always constantly smiling. Hey, there won't be a day
I,
you don't catch me.
you are definitely.
Definitely working on myself still.
That's
But
good.
like I said though, with this physical therapy and stuff, I'm walking a lot better. I'm walking a lot better. I'm not so unbalanced. I just hope a cop doesn't pull me over anytime soon because I don't want him to think that I'm drunk.
You know what you could possibly do though? Like get with your physical therapist
Hmm.
and have them maybe write something down, like some sort of documentation about your physical therapy,
Right.
like your rehabbing.
Oh yeah.
But I can't see them just I can't see that being although you have your batch of them out there won't matter, but I don't think it's anything wrong with you trying to get the letter stating that. Anyhow, okay, so where are you at currently with the full circle moment here, with after the events, after y'all have moved on?
So you know, right now, we're still kind of trying to co-parent type
Hmm.
deal, but I feel like she filed the papers for divorce already, so I mean they should be hitting me here pretty soon.
Okay.
Going to court, whatever. But you know, she also asked. She also asked like, hey, I won't put you on child support if you pay my rent. But then it's like, how am I gonna be paying your rent while I'm staying at my mom's house?
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
make that make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I understand. Like, okay, yeah, you have my kids, but I feel like I have my kids most of the time too, due to the fact that I do get a good amount of days off over here. You know, and it's like how make that make sense though. What do you think, Francis?
I don't think I you can't make that make sense. There's nothing about that makes sense. Especially like, are you still somewhat responsible for any of the other finances over there?
No, no. So
Okay.
so when we split up, I made sure to cut her off the phone bill,
Okay.
cut her off the insurance, car insurance wise,
Mhm.
because what do I look like paying, your car insurance, I'm not, or your phone bill type.
Yeah, and you're getting a divorce.
Yeah, that's what like if it ain't for my kids,
Right.
then
Right. Which I mean, they're the only thing that matters.
right,
That's it. at
definitely.
the very root of this thing, at the very top of it, they're the ones that matter. So, like you finding yourself in your own happiness and being able to appreciate who you are is gonna. I think they're probably gonna see a different person. Although, like you're always extremely happy, so I can't see that they don't see that all the time.
But man, it's like how can you not be happy? Like you know, you have a roof over your head.
Mm-hmm.
You ate it. You ate. You woke up. It's like you should always just you never know whose day you could change just by being by putting a smile on your face. I know, hey, sometimes we all have bad days, but
Sure.
it's just a bad day, not a bad life,
Yeah. Right.
right?
Yep. That's the best way to sum that up. And I think a lot of people would be so much better if they if they thought that.
If they thought like that,
Yeah. If they
right?
thought like that. Ooh, I was drunk or something. Anyways, yeah. So just thinking like thinking that way, thinking that way. Okay, so that was a whole like summary of your life and what's going on with you currently. Is
Current
there something that you care to add? Any advice you want to give? Anything you want to?
man, to be honest, well, I feel like I would want to give advice like it just always always surround yourself with good people because right now I have an awesome friend. He's trying to be a rapper. He's really actually good at rapping.
Hmm.
But he knows my story. He knows my story, and yeah, like he's been there. He's been there for me, not just like to listen.
Hmm.
I could vent to him, but I feel like he grabbed a seat and actually sat next to me and is actually there for me.
Right.
And in every aspect of the way, like he tells me when I'm messing up, when I'm messing up, or anytime anything really.
That's a pretty rare. That's very rare, anyways, to have, and especially like in men, because a lot of the times it seems like I feel like I say this quite a bit. And I'm like, oh, especially in men, because, but I do feel like sometimes things are blurred, right, in y'all's minds because you don't really see the benefit of being stand up or being straight with somebody, right? Because you don't care enough, I think.
Right,
And it's just like people have friends, but they just call them friends. But it's like, are you there just for the gain of something?
right. I
And I
see it.
might be reaching in that one, but uh, probably not. Okay, so this friend of yours, I know you have something that you want to add for him.
Hey, you guys listening to this awesome podcast? You guys go follow him. You go check him out. His name's AK Spitta.
Can
You
you
can
spell
find
that?
you can find him on Instagram. He's an awesome friend. But definitely check him. Yeah, y'all check him out definitely if you guys
Okay,
get a chance.
so his artist name is
AK Spitta.
AK Spitta. Can you spell that, please?
Yes, ma'am. AKSPITTA.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You want to say in Spanish?
Yeah, what is it?
Nah, just
Ah, what is it? But yeah, okay, guys. So Alex just he plugged his friend AK Spitta. You find him on Instagram.
yes. You can find him on Instagram.
Instagram.
No, he's also on Rap Chat and TikTok here and there too.
Okay. All
But
right.
definitely Instagram. You can find him. Under his bio, he probably has all his information, all
Okay.
his music links.
All right. You guys heard it here first. AK Spitta, Alex's best friend.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. No,
Best
but
friend.
definitely. Hey,
Okay. Alex, do you have anything else that you want to say? Add? No more advice, huh?
yes. Oh,
Okay.
I got a couple other things.
Yes. What is it?
Hey, you guys. Like I said, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. You know. And like I said, put a smile on your guys' face.
Mm-hmm.
You never know whose day you could actually change.
That's right. That's
And we
right,
need more
Alex.
positivity in this world, and you know, and help those people that guide those people. Like especially if you have I feel like this world, we don't have tutor. Things hit us unexpectedly.
Sure.
If you could give advice, here and there to younger folks,
Mm-hmm.
do it. Definitely do it. It would help them out in the long run.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. A little bit of one-on-one type mentorship
Right, right.
or a group effort.
Definitely. And then just send them the bill later.
What are your rates?
Right? Subscription fees.
Right? Wow. Alex, it's been a really awesome talking to you. I really appreciate the time that you've taken to do so. I know it wasn't easy to talk about a few things, but I appreciate you doing it, and hopefully you're able to feel a little bit better about it and sharing it.
Nah, yeah, definitely, Francis. I appreciate you for having me on your awesome podcast. Yeah, you keep doing your thing, and yeah, it definitely helps. Letting it out. Like I said, we're all writing a book.
Oh yeah.
We'll mess up on a couple chapters here and there, but hey, don't destroy the book. You just keep going.
Yeah. Don't destroy it. It's absolutely right.
And a couple,
Don't burn those pages.
definitely right, because
Yeah.
hey, you're gonna look back and you know look back at it. Like I said, you all we have at the end of the day, memories.
Yep.
So try to make the best of them.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, positivity definitely, definitely, definitely helps a lot, though.
Positivity is, yes, it's huge, and it's a must. Right?
Right,
You have to be able to be positive about things, even when things may not look so positive, but it's possible.
right,
Right?
right.
Hey guys, this has been the Blind Impact, and today's guest was Alex himself. And Alex, once again, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. And
No,
if you guys also have a story, you are more than welcome to write in at theblindimpact@gmail.com or leave a voice message. Also, the information is in the show notes. All right. Thank you again, Alex.
hey, you're welcome. And hey, while I was doing this podcast, I was smiling. Okay,
The whole
the
time.
whole time.
The whole time. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of The Blind Impact. If you like the show, please rate, subscribe, review, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. If you have a story you'd like to tell, please email me at theblindimpact@gmail.com. Or if you have a story you'd like to have read here by me, please include those details in the email or the voice message. Thank y'all, and remember, it's not always tragic.